Salut à tous et à toutes, c'est moi, Mario. Et non, c'est Shikama en 9200. Donc nous voilà pour l'épisode 2 de notre dernier épisode de la saga, Retour vers le futur. Donc si vous avez regardé l'épisode précédent, vous aurez dû voir ce qui s'est passé avant. Donc là je dois rechercher Doc, le jeune Doc et le vieux, avec de la chance. Je sais plus où aller.
Excuse me, sir. I'm looking for a tall, thin, older gentleman. He might have been with a tall, thin, younger gentleman.
I know just who you're talking about. Hey, just left, not a minute ago. If you hurry, you might catch that.
Enlevez votre scaphandre.
Take off your helmet.
I prefer to leave it on. The inland air is difficult on my sinuses.
C'est qui vous êtes? Vous êtes Doc?
I know you're in there, Doc.
Doc? Yes, I am a doctor of marine biology, but I fail to understand what you're...
Quit fooling around, Doc. What have you done with
Stop! Help! I'm being attacked!
Harry! What are you doing? You can't assault the exhibitors!
Emmet? You don't understand. He's kidnapped Emmet.
The boy's obviously confusing.
I'll say he is.
You want I should toss him out on his ear?
That won't be necessary. Do you know who that is? That's Jacques Duteau of the Oceanic Institute.
No, it's not. It's...
Please keep it down. The Expo went through a lot of trouble and expense to secure Professor Duteau. We can't afford to antagonize him.
But
if you've got a complaint against him, we can straighten it out after the show. But if you make another scene like that, I'm afraid I'm gonna have you expelled from the hall.
Professor Duteau, huh?
At your service.
What have you done with the real Professor Duteau?
I'm not sure I like your insinuations.
I'm not sure I like you kidnapping Emmet.
Perhaps I should call the authorities and have you removed from the hall.
You're a cold-blooded guy, Duteau.
C'est la vie.
C'est la vie.
Where'd you stash Emmet? In the diving bell?
It's called a bathysphere.
Aha! So Emmet is in the bathysphere.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think I'm gonna take a closer look at that bathysphere.
Not without a ticket, I'm afraid, sir.
Hey! Is this guy trying to bum a free ride?
No.
See that you don't. Feels good to be on the right side of the law.
Take a ride in a bathysphere. Your bathysphere. I'd like to see the inside of it.
Can't get in without a ticket, I'm afraid.
Ah ouais?
You're not gonna get away with this, you know.
As they say in my country, que sera, sera.
On va sortir les tickets, hein. Moi, je les ai les tickets. On va rentrer tout de suite.
Here's my ticket. I
Ouais.
want to see inside that bathysphere.
I don't think so.
What do you mean? I've got a ticket. You have to honor my ticket.
It's the wrong
Ouais,
kind
mytho.
of ticket. Sorry.
Oh, give me a break.
Next up on our roster, a man who saw the possibilities in pond scum. Welcome, Ernest Philpott!
Thanks, Trixie, Technique. I'm truly honored to be here today among all you pointy-headed type people. Like the lady said, I labor in the field of pond scum.
You've got to take my ticket and let me into the bathysphere. It's the rules.
If you've got the problem, go lodge a complaint.
C'est ce que je vais faire.
I believe I have unlocked the
plaindre.
secrets of this noble vegetable, and I am here to
Hey,
present
Artie.
my discoveries to a disbelieving world.
This ticket should get me into any exhibit on the floor, right?
Sure, that's a P ticket.
Well, the guy at the aquarium is refusing to honor it.
There must be some mistake. Come on, let's straighten this out.
protein to choke a horse.
Professor Dutot, this young man claims you refused to take his ticket.
Not at all. I'm only too happy to take his ticket. Please, climb the ladder, and I will raise the atmosphere.
Through the miracle of dumb Arabic, the algae cake presents a package that is chewy to the mouth and bursting with delightful fresh flavor. I invite each and every one of you to come by my booth. That's booth A113 here in
Retour.
Stop! I am afraid I cannot raise the bathysphere at this moment.
What a shame.
Yes, it is. Well, I will work on the problem. Perhaps if you come back later.
Thank you, Ernest. Do be sure to drop by his booth and sample an algae cake. I have, and it was very interesting. I will be back later to highlight another of our fine exhibitors. See you soon.
Merde, c'est bientôt. Bon.
Step back! You're crimping the hose!
What does it matter if there's nobody in the bathysphere?
It's very bad form.
Oh, sorry.
It's an old nautical superstition that crimped holes means imminent doom.
It does if there's somebody inside the bathysphere, but I thought you said there wasn't anybody in the bathysphere.
There's
Alors?
not.
Hey! I'm just gonna keep holding this air tube closed until you raise the bathysphere.
I wish you wouldn't.
Why not? There's nobody in the bathysphere, right? Emmett gets no air until you raise the bathysphere.
Emmett? Who?
Emmett, you! You ready to drop the act now, Jacques Dutot, aka Carl Sagan, aka...
No!
Allez.
I'm just gonna keep holding this air tube closed and... Why not? You know what happens when the air runs out, to both of you.
I command you uncrimp that hose!
Non.
Funny, you'd think it was you who was running out of air, not the guy in the bathysphere.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's as if you two were connected somehow.
Can't you see he's messing with us? There's nothing wrong with those gears. Monsieur Dutot is doing his best to fix the exhibit. Hovering over him like that doesn't help the situation any.
Step off the hose!
Raise the bathysphere, Doc.
I won't do it!
Then neither will I.
Faut que tu l'attends. Je sais pas ce qu'il faut faire. Ah, c'est.
Prolongs the years that they have become unstoppable.
Comme par hasard.
There, see? It was just a malfunction after all.
Qui a cette bague? J'espère que ça va être.
Let's get you out of there.
Yes.
Emmett Brown? Then it was true.
C'est barré.
Hey, you! Hey, he just took that guy's wallet! I think he took his wallet!
Oh, remind me not to become an oceanographer. I guess I must have a touch of claustrophobia. Never should have gone in there.
Well, we've all got problems. Now, you'd better get back to your booth
Funny
before...
thing is, I don't even remember going in there. Last thing I recall, I was in the glass house talking to Carl Sagan. Did you know he's really a scientist?
I'd heard. What did he say to you?
Oh, he had some sort of spur-of-the-moment business proposition. It was all very rush, I never got the details. It would have meant leaving before the expo was over, so I told him that... Say, where'd he go? Do you know?
Carl Sagan? He had to leave. One of his experiments blew up on him.
No, I know how that is. What's this?
Oh, yeah. Edna made Detective Parker shut down your booth. He says he can't go against her.
Oh, yeah?
Unless we dig up some dirt that'll discredit her in the eyes of the law. So that's what we'll do.
Oh, hello, Smirnoff.
Do you know what she made him do?
Yeah, come here.
Oula, il parle dans le vide.
Assuming we get Parker to open your booth back up before they call your name, is the levitator ready to go?
All except the power source. You did bring the static accumulator, didn't you?
Ouais, ouais.
Yeah, I've got it. You want it now?
No. Wait till we get back to the booth.
On discrédite.
Edna made Parker close your booth down.
I know that.
So he'll only open it up again if we could find a way to discredit her. Do you know anything that'll ruin Edna's standing in town?
Yes, I do. She is a rotten kisser!
Oh! That wasn't what I had in mind. Edna never confessed anything to you, did she?
Like what?
Something incriminating. Like, for instance, her being the speakeasy arsonist.
Edna, the speakeasy arsonist? Then again, why not?
But she never said anything about it to you?
No.
Listen, if Carl Sagan shows up again, you're not gonna let him
Right.
lead you away, are you?
Are you kidding? My sole concern now is to get back up to my electrokinetic levitator.
Good man. Edna never confessed,
Like what?
Oh non.
Ed?
but she never...
No.
I gotta run. Did you talk some sense into those two?
Oh, a Sisyphean task if ever there was one.
Oh,
Hey, Emmett, mind if I talk to your ex...
Could you? The detective and I need to have my invention.
are you implying that I'm irrational?
Come on, Edna.
Voilà. Ouais, mais non, on va rien apprendre de plus.
I haven't got time for this.
That's funny. Soon Emmett and I will have all the time in the world.
I'm sure she's got a secret, but how can I get it out of her?
Trouver un moyen de pouvoir prouver que c'est bien elle. On est sûr que c'est elle. Alors là.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow, where a man's home is truly his castle. Here, gratification is just always a push of a button away.
Button away. En fait, j'avais pas appuyé sur le bouton bleu. On va appuyer sur le bouton rouge parce que ça fait.
In the mood for fun? The house of the future comes equipped with a modern home entertainment center.
Chinese checkers and everything.
Bon, on va faire le coup du téléphone.
In the house of the future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
T'arrêtes pas d'appeler la réserve.
Klondike 4385.
Brown residence.
Hey, Hampton. How's it hanging? This is Marty, Emmett's friend. I just wanted to chat with you for a while.
Conversation terminated.
Ouais.
That was rude.
Bon, on va refaire un appel ici. Comme ça va être fait.
In the house of the future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Allez,
Please
allez.
recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Bon, cabine téléphonique.
Klondike 4253.
Hill Valley Expo, Techni speaking. Who's this?
It's Kid Tannen. I'm out of jail and I want you back, baby.
I don't know who you are or why you're doing that horrible impersonation of Kid, but that part of my life is over. I've gone legit.
Conversation terminated.
Good for you, Trixie.
C'est juste un test, hein, j'ai fait exprès. Non, je rigole.
In the house of the future, phone comes the
Je passe ça.
Please recite the
On va
phone
éviter de
number
faire
you
perdre
hang
du
up.
temps. Alors, on appelle...
Klondike
Ce que je vais
4.
faire si je vais me faire passer.
Jeez, always with the phones.
Oh,
Yeah?
on va le plaindre. Je vais faire passer. Calme.
It's me, Carl.
Oh, hi, Mr. Sagan. What can I do for you?
Could you get Emmett for me?
Sure thing, Mr. Sagan. Emmett told me to tell you he started over, and he thanks you for your job offer and all, but, he'd rather stay in Hill Valley and do his own thing.
Conversation terminated.
Good for you, Emmett.
C'est bien. Oh, attendez, un instant. Petit problème technique. Qu'est-ce que je peux faire? C'est quoi ça? Plante en
This
pot.
plant doesn't belong here. There's nothing futuristic about it.
Ok, d'accord.
The next
no,
exhibitor on our list is Officer Danny Parker of the Hill Valley Police Force. Officer Parker is going to demonstrate a few of the many marvelous tools that our boys in blue will soon have at their disposal. The criminal element has truly met his match today. Officer Parker? It seems our next exhibitor is unavoidably detained, but I'm sure his presentation would have been both enlightening and exciting. How about a round of applause just for the heck of it?
Si tu me dis. Quoi avait parlé mon pote? Pot de fleurs là-bas. Quel téléphone.
A potted plant? What's this got to do with law enforcement?
A potted plant? What's this got to do with law
Énorme,
enforcement?
amazing.
It's a bug.
C'est bon, j'ai trouvé.
No, a plant, but it's got a wire recorder hidden inside, see? If we could have got one of these into Tannen's speakeasy, and if he's the kind of guy who talks to plants, we could have busted him a lot earlier.
Peut-être remplacer. Ça va nous servir ça. Oui. Et voilà, on a Indiana Jones.
Why?
Je suis Indiana Jones.
Hiya,
Alors,
folks.
shut up, shut up. Maintenant, on va poser le pot de fleurs à l'intérieur. J'ai dit, on va poser le pot de fleurs à l'intérieur. On va tout faire.
Okay, call me a snoop.
Voilà. Maintenant, on va se repasser pour Carl Sagan. On va parler à Edna. On va tout lui faire avouer. C'est parti.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow, where a man's home is truly his castle. Here, gratification is just always a push
Ouais,
of a
ça, on
button
l'avait compris.
away.
On l'avait compris. Hop, hop, t'as fait.
In the house of the future, phone
Je vais passer ça.
conversations
Please
Une
recite
fois vous
hang
l'avez
up.
entendu. Hop.
Klondike 4253.
Jeez, always with the phones. Yeah?
It's me, Carl.
Oh, hi, Mr. Sagan. What can I do for you?
Can you get Edna on the phone for me again?
You got it, Mr. Sagan. Hey, Your Highness!
Mr. Sagan? What happened? I thought you were distracting Emmett.
Was? Oh, yes, of course I was.
Then why is Emmett standing here, valiantly trying to convince Detective Parker that he should be allowed to go through with this ever so dangerous display of wrong-headed technology?
What can I say? I was outsmarted by that wily Yakov Smirnov.
Well, that puts a crimp in our plan.
Yes, yes, a plan. About that plan. You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them. Every night they'd open up their doors serving illegal drinks and loose women, flaunting their depravity to the world, and the authorities did nothing. So I did what any right-thinking, rock-willed woman would do. I took action. Oh, and such a gorgeous action it was, too. The fires were so beautiful. The alcohol made them go up in such pretty blue flames. Where was I?
You were explaining why you burned down the speakeasies.
Yes. Did you find my answer to your liking?
It was very revealing. Hang up.
What? Jeez, Edna was always a loon. I hope that confession's good enough for Parker.
Allez, on va prendre les fleurs. Hop. Voilà.
Hiya, folks. It's me, Techni, Muse of Progress, gracing you once again with my presence. And speaking of presents, what better gift could Hill Valley offer the world than this magnificent science and technology exhibit? Hey, folks? If you haven't done so already, I urge each and every one of you to take a peek at Furnishings of the Future, right here in our main hall. Tickets are available from me, Techni, at our information desk.
Oh putain, ça va être à lui. Ah, faut brouiller son cul là. Allez hop hop hop, allez, plus vite, non, plus vite. Ah, on va prendre les fleurs déjà.
You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
I think a lot of people are going to be interested in that answer.
Oui mon frère, c'est parti. Tu vas en prendre plein la gueule, Edna. Ça c'est moi qui te le dis.
Oh, hello, Smirnoff.
Excuse me.
Marty!
Harry!
Smirnoff!
I just want to talk to Detective Parker. You know how you said you'd defy Edna if I could dig up some dirt on her?
Yeah? You got some?
Edna's the speakeasy arsonist.
That's an interesting theory.
It's the truth. I heard her confess.
Well, I didn't hear it, so I'm afraid it's your word a little more weight.
Thanks.
Well, did you...
En fait, faut que je le donne, faut pas que je lui parle en fait. Ah, hop.
Oh, hello.
Hey, Danny.
Do you mind, comrade? I'm busy trying to keep Emmett from letting you lead him into the biggest mistake of his life.
Mistake? My biggest mistake was...
This'll only take a minute.
Our plant recorder! It's not a good idea to steal police property, you know.
Listen.
You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them.
Edna? You're the arsonist?
Detective Parker, surely you're not going to believe this crudely manufactured forgery of a recording.
I'm not sure what to believe, ma'am. But based on this crudely manufactured forgery, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to come down to the station to answer a few questions about your whereabouts on the night of the speakeasy fires.
Emmett?
You're on your own, darling.
Oh, very well. Heavens, what's that?
Oh, elle se barre.
You know, one of these days I should really stop falling for that.
Not to sound callous, but does this mean I can demonstrate my invention?
Let's take that as a yes.
Greetings and salutations to all our honored guests. I am Techni, Muse of Progress, and it is my pleasant task once again to highlight one of the great minds who was hard at work building a better tomorrow.
I think that's me. I'm next on the roster.
But are you ready?
No, I don't have a choice. Did you bring the static accumulator?
Oh, right. Here you go.
Great. Come on, let's get up there.
He's been hard at work dreaming up gizmos and banging them together in his garage. And who knows? One of this kid's gizmos just might take off and change the life of everybody in town. Could it be the very thing he's brought to share with us today? It wouldn't be the first time the world was changed by a kid barely
That
out of
ought to do it. Are the block bearings all in the raised position?
Block bearings, block bearings. Raised position, check.
Then it looks like all systems are go. Wish me luck.
So hold your snippets
don't have to.
And to be wow. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you
C'est
Emmett
parti.
Brown.
Objection!
Hein?
Objection, Your Honor! I hereby demand that the scientific demonstration
crois
of
que
one
son père.
Emmett Letter Brown be terminated and forfeit by reason of insanity. I declare him to be in contempt of me, his father. Where is he? Hand him over this instant! Ugh, that boy!
Bon, sur ce, je vais vous laisser dans ce moment de ouf. Vous en saurez mieux et plus demain. Donc bisous bisous et bonne chance et net.